I was a pastor at a church for many years right here in the Houston area. That's what actually brought me to Houston. And while I loved that and I enjoyed it, you know, it was something that was just for a season. I felt like that was my calling for that moment. And then after that, I needed something to do. And so obviously, I feel like I've always been in sales. In fact, I would have to say that ministry is sales, right? You're trying to help persuade people to make a choice that maybe sometimes they know is good for them, but they don't really want to do it at the time. It gave me an appreciation for people. When I left the church and I needed a job, I saw an ad that said, rock star salesman wanted. And I went to work for a company that was an exteriors company. We did siding, windows, gutters, roofing, etc. And I found that I really liked in-home sales, and I really enjoyed the window component more than, say, the siding, the roofing, or the gutters. And that's when I thought to myself, you know what? This is really an amazing business. I want to start my own window company. And that's how we started Houston Window Experts. In business, like, you know, if you're going to fail, you want to fail fast. You don't want to hold on to your bad ideas like they're, you know, your life raft. Be ready to move on, be highly adaptable, and keep the pace. In the early days of starting Houston Window Experts, I really knew I had a passion for what I was doing, but I was learning on the job. I guess you could say I was building a plane in the air. And a lot of things that I did were mistakes, right? But I was quick to say, I will never do that again. And if I lose a job, I would go back to the homeowner and say, listen, I know you already bought windows from somebody else, but I'm a young entrepreneur trying to learn this industry. What could I have done differently? What could I have done to earn your business? And so not being afraid to ask, like, you know, how could I have done a better job for you is really what's taught me a lot about this industry. And I remember when I started, it was just me working out of my garage. I had a car, I had that Bluetooth headset like you see the truck drivers use, and I'd be driving down the road, taking phone calls. I shouldn't have been doing this, but I was like driving with my knee, using my laptop. I'm surprised I'm still here. And so here's what I found in this industry is everyone does it the same way, right? Anderson says we're better than Pella. Pella says, oh no, they're not, we're better than Anderson, and people walk out confused. I decided what I wanted to do was be more like a CarMax. We have over a dozen brands of windows, including Anderson, including Pella, right? Because we wanted people to have choices. And I feel like giving people choices and giving them information makes them more powerful. And the more powerful they are, the better decisions they make. And hopefully their decision includes me. I really feel like windows are something that people want to do, not necessarily have to do. If your roof is leaking, you have to fix it, right? If your door won't close, you need a new door. But windows and doors are more like, I call it the soul of your house. That's what you look in through, that's what you look out through. And people love improving the curb appeal, love the energy savings, they love the comfort that new windows can bring. And part of the values that we have at Houston Window Experts that I started this company with is treating people the way I would want to be treated if I was buying windows for my house. Treating people with honesty, with dignity, with respect. And I felt like I could do a really good job of that. And fortunately for us, we found a great team of people who have the same values we do. We just happen to be selling windows. I really felt like I was making a difference in people's lives when I installed a window for a lady in her kitchen where she spent most of her time, and it faced west, and it was a really big window. And she said, Jeff, I sure hope this cuts out the heat in here because my kitchen is so hot. We put in the window, I went the next day to check it out. We stood there, we celebrated and high-fived each other because there was no heat coming through that window. And I realized I'm onto something. I'm doing something that's really improving people's lives. Sandra and I, we talked about this. The idea of picking our exit ramp versus my health picking the exit ramp or the economy picking the exit ramp or the industry crashing, right? I thought this would be a really smart move for me and my family to take this opportunity now to go ahead and take some of the chips off the table and look forward to what's next. You know, not fully stepping away from this industry, but taking a break and coming back a little bit has been really a smart choice for us. The question was, who do we sell our company to? Because there were several other entities that were competing for our business. I was in Mexico on vacation with my family, celebrating my dad's 80th birthday, and I got a phone call, I let it go to voicemail. And you know, I get a lot of these phone calls about, hey, we're interested in your company. And it was from a guy named Isaac who works with the team at Alpine. And something he said in there just struck me, and I thought, I gotta call this guy back. He said, Jeff, I've been watching your YouTube channel, I've been watching your videos. You have a unique enterprise. You've done something different that I've not seen anywhere else, and I want to talk to you about your secret sauce or something along those lines. I thought, I want to talk to this guy, right? Like, he wasn't selling me as much as he was saying, Jeff, I'm interested in what you've done. I'm wondering if there's any way you and I can work together. One of the things that I've heard from the Alpine team is that we like to honor the founder. And we want to take what you've built and we want to just expand on that truth. And I've seen that over and over. The fact that, nothing's changed, and my team has observed that nothing's changed. I mean, the greatest letdown is that nothing's changed, right? And things are just getting better and bigger. We're taking what we founded and we're expanding on it, not tearing it down. And that's been really honoring to me, and it's been great for our team because it's been a few months. Like, we could have seen by now, if it wasn't going to go the way it has gone, that the Alpine team and what they've done has been honoring to me and to what we've created. And I felt like my legacy, my founding legacy, could be trusted in their hands. That they had done such a great job in other industries in the home services business that I could really put my confidence in the fact that they were going to take what I'd brought to this level and take it to someplace I knew I couldn't get to. And so there was a time there where that light bulb went on for me, and I talked to Sandra about it. I said, Sandra, this could be not just an exit strategy for you and me personally, but this could be what would take our team, the people we love, that we've hired, that we trust, to the next level.
A lot of support showed up, and a lot of people just really backing us and making us feel like they're unified with us, they're part of the team. I loved it because I didn't know what to expect, really. But they've been here to say, you guys are running this great organization and we don't want to take away from it. We just want to support it and magnify it.
What we have come to realize is that there is a lot of hope because we're seeing new things that make our jobs more purposeful and a lot easier. We have resources now.
If you've considered selling your window business, I want to tell you, join me. Come along with our team. We are doing wonderful things with Alpine. I think you're really going to enjoy meeting the team. You're going to enjoy what they have to say about their future. And hey, it's going to be a great ride. And I'd like to see you at the next meeting when we all get together, because I think we're going to do wonderful things together.